Hey guys, so I believe that the best is yet to come. You know, people laughed at me. A whole bunch of times they laughed at me. I wanted to be a top fighter, they laughed at me. I wanted to be a top dancer, they laughed at me. I wanted to run successful karate schools, they laughed at me. And even at the tournaments, they laugh at me. I'm a comedian, so I don't mind. But realistically, it did used to bother me when family and friends used to whisper these things about me. And I was able to detect what they were talking. What they were talking about was that I was different. But I've always been a player. And as it says right there, spectators pay to watch plays, get paid to play. Be a player. That being the case, the Unified Martial Arts Network, OG, all the guys and all the girls, Fountain of Youth, National Tour, launches Region 11 on February 28th. Now, you see here, each ring is going to have their own little mic. It's a karaoke mic, so it travels just so far, but at least it'll make things easier. Listen to that. Every ring is going to have their sponsors, and this is the sponsor sign on the rings. On top of that, we're going to award $3,500 total, as you guys know. $500 per age bracket, starting from age 30 all the way to 70 and above. And women also have their own $500 grand champion. Now, for the women, chances are we won't even have $500 worth of entry fees. That's a good possibility. We did last time, but let's see what happens this time. And I'm saying that because of this. People literally would rather make excuses than to make moves. And I believe that the best is yet to come, so don't make excuses and take action. I don't care what endeavor it is. Do not let other people's limited thinking be what you believe to be true. Mind your business. And your business is take your God-given gifts and leverage it. Take full advantage of it. Branding is something I've always done. Expanding, something I've always done. And I highly suggest you do that. Sometimes we do things and we forget who we are, what we've done. That's a story in Newsday. That's the cover of a magazine there. That's the biggest award I ever won. And that's another cover of another magazine. And I forgot about these things because they're not important to me. What's important to me is that I'm alive and I take action to take things to a whole other level right now. So if you want your body to perform on the outside, man, take care of the inside. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses because you're jeopardizing your life. I am now 20. Some people say 60. I would say maybe 60 years young. And when it comes down to it, I believe that the best is yet to come. Not because I'm talking, because I'm taking action. Today I had a chance to speak to a gentleman who I met many years ago, and I didn't know that he was a top musician. And I'm going to start interviewing these competitors. And that he came from the school that the guy came from, when I think about it, it's probably the most affluent when it comes to martial arts and hip-hop. For example, DJ Breakout is one of his black belts. But so are one of the twins, the original twins that were the B-boys, the dancers, that dance at Cool Herc parties. And he was actually in my karate tournament. I didn't even realize that. You know, back then it was called the N twins, if you know what I mean. So it's one of the two twins. And rest in peace to Paul Sequence Ferguson, which is also part of that place. And I forgot the guy's name, and I'm going blank, that actually had a record shop. And then we also have, of course, MC Shah Rock, who's the wife of Mr. Jackson himself, who happens to be the uncle, and I mean, she's the married aunt of Billy Beeson, of all people. And I'm talking about Shehan Earl Bennett, who was Diana Ross's bodyguard. So entertainment, martial arts, hip-hop has always intertwined. I mean, realistically, it's not just what would be dancers like Sammy from the Incredible Breakers and also Chino, I believe. Oh, the other Chino from the Dynamic, from New York City Breakers, he used to train with Jonas Nunes back in the 80s. And then I remember also that Powerful Paxter, I believe, had a brown belt, not counting Tila Rock, the rapper himself, and DJ Playboy, back in the days or even now. So there's always been a martial arts hip-hop correlation. And life is limited. We lost one of my team members, incredible martial artist, Leonard Crea, Leo Crea. I believe it was 2 days ago. I don't know what he passed away from, but my heart was broken just to think about it, because I thought that this year we were going to be able to get him and the crew from California, which includes Barry Gordon, to come out and have some fun. Ray Wizard too, because these are the guys that I was on the team with. And, and I blink, and sometimes, I make believe that these people are still alive, so I don't unfriend them, like Duke Rufus, Jeff Duke Rufus, who passed away a few months ago too. We were on the Waco team together, back in the 90s. And when I think about my timeline, man, 60 years went by fast. The next 40 years is my goal. 40 years, he's saying, why the heck not? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. 40 years, it came and left. My son's 42 already. So if I can live another 40 years with a high quality standard, because I'm going to take care of the outside when it comes to super patch, yeah, you guys think I'm crazy. I think you're stupid by not using what would be as necessary. I got my, my nitric oxide, I have my collagen, I have my peptides, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I increase the possibility of living longer, including setting freaking big goals. So February 28th, Fountain of Youth National Tour launches in Region 11. We're going to do that, God willing, in another 3 states. And I don't have no financial partners, but I believe that this is the right thing to do. And people keep telling me, why are you giving away so much money? Because, damn it, people deserve it. You can't eat the freaking medals or the trophies or a combination of both of them. And I'm a little adamant because when I think about how much money some of these promoters have earned throughout the years, and I'm not mad at them. I'm an entrepreneur. I believe that you're supposed to earn your money, but some of them just don't. They forgot about the elders. They don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn about us. Now, that's not just in the martial arts industry. There's in other industries, too. I would love to do a dance contest for people 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, too. Why not? A lot of fun. And if there's sponsors that will want to be involved, even better. So, like I said, these are going to be... And each ring is going to have at least one of these. Each ring is going to have at least a microphone. And then we're going to have the main system. And God willing, I'll be able to not only just interview your people, but take the interviews beforehand, make them into what would be shorts, whether it's 2 minutes about the interview and or 5 minutes about the interview, and then even a timeline or storyline, a map of other people's history. Why am I doing that? It's the right freaking thing to do. For me, to help people by doing things that most of them cannot afford or don't know how to do themselves. So today, Senpai came, and not only did we get a chance to put up some of the things that were difficult, but we also had a chance to play Monopoly along with Master Tyrone, and also, did I spar today? Yeah, I sparred today also. Oh my God. Yeah, I sparred today also. We did 15 rounds of a whole bunch of techniques. So all I'm saying, guys, is that you shouldn't make excuses. Excuse-itis is the number one killer. When sparring, I do a concept called trigonometry or psych fu, where you're just setting people up. And I'm trying to set people up right now, but for success and not for failure. So there it is. When people laugh at my crazy idea, you probably on the right track. If people laugh at your crazy ideas, you're probably on the right track. If people laugh at you, you're probably on the right track. Because spectators get paid to watch players who get paid to play. And that's what it comes down to. Decide, are you a player or a spectator? If you're a hater, that means you're just a motivator, because that's what they do to me. It's your responsibility to take your history and document it. I've done the mistake to believe that other people are going to do that for me. And I'm going to take and say that it's not even their responsibility, it's mine. But for some reason, people like to take action or help you once you start helping yourself. That's just the way it is. And I think that all of us, being the elders of our family, have a responsibility to first stay healthy. Cut the bull crap when it comes to lifestyles. Whether you're drinking or you're smoking or you're not exercising or you're eating too much, whatever the case may be, cut the shit out already. You're old enough. Get your shit together. Come on. Fight to stay alive. Fight to stay alive. Fight to stay alive. You got a God-given gift, an opportunity right now, again, to make a decision today, to make life better. The Creator gave you life. What you do with it is your gift back. They call the present a gift. That's what they call the present. So stop making excuses and start taking actions. You got what it takes, and I believe in you. And for those of you who don't believe in yourselves Well, you're wrong, damn it. You are wrong. You was created to do great things, creative things. The creator created creatives to create things. And all I can say is that I feel blessed. I had a birthday party last week. DJ Samurai came and did his thing. More dancing than he was DJing, but you know what? He brought the music. He brought a DJ who was doing his thing too, and I appreciate that. But we got highlight reels of dancing. And as an example, I think Samurai, from Incredible Breakers, did wonderful work. He was dancing, but he didn't think he did well because he had on some sneakers that were a little heavy and so on and so forth. That's like when I compete, and I don't think I do well, but people think I did well. Bottom line is that we have high standards for ourselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, I even say take those standards and raise them higher. Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. And don't you ever come down. February 28th, we're going to have the celebration of Little Bit's birthday. Even though it's a few weeks before, we'll have the party, and that party is going to be fun, 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 fun. So we have the daytime eliminations. The gentleman I was speaking to today, his nickname is Skeeter. And Skeeter is a phenomenal martial artist. He's in his late 60s, and he confirmed he's going to compete. So starting tomorrow, and I've said this before, hon, but this is for real. Starting tomorrow, I'll start doing the interviews again because you guys deserve it. And I don't just mean interviews for what would be competitors. I might interview some spectators and also some enthusiasts. Imagine if you was able to compete in a martial arts tournament at age 65, or you're the youngest person in the beginner division. In about 5 years or so, you'll be a black belt and you'll be a pioneer in martial arts. Instead of just watching movies, I'm saying going into the ring and doing your thing. It's a lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun. And it could be forms, it could be weapons, it could be sparring, or combinations of all three. But any way you put it, you still get a chance to be, or you can be. I don't mean the army, but we still bow and salute to the martial military. Obviously, I'm passionate about this thing. I call it sniper fighting. People who participate in martial arts classes, you are enlisted in what would be martial arts. Like when people get enlisted in the military. But you have not seen active duty. That's competing. And if you see active duty and you turn around and you place, whoa, you must be special forces, because not everybody wins. However, the first place is the sharpshooter. That's the sniper. And that's your goal, to become a sniper. Sharp, precise, on point in whatever you do. Visualize it. If you conquer your mind, your body follows. If you conquer somebody else's mind, their body follows. The art of war starts with mentality. What would you attempt if you knew it was impossible to fail? What would you attempt? Guys, once I got to 7 figures. Twice I got to 7 figures. The first time I made a mistake and my role models were drug dealers, so I followed and I spent all the money. Second time, happy life, happy wife. Nonsense. It should have been happy life, happy family. And we overspent. This time around, since 2011, I haven't been earning a lot of income. I became the care for other people person. My children initially for 8 years until some madness happened. Then my mother until she passed away last year. And now with my loved one, Little Bit, who also takes care of me. So it's a fair deal. But now it's time for me to take things to a whole other level and earn more money than ever. Why? Because I need the tools, just like you, to be able to make things happen. Not that I'm motivated by money, but that's the end result. That's like the scorekeeping of what would be a portion of your success. Because you guys know I give away money anytime. I don't care. But being able to use them as tools to be able to make things happen is very, very important. So I'm telling you right now, I am working with a program right now that you can start your own business, pennies in a dollar, and be in a profit immediately and help a whole bunch of people save money on things they're already buying. So I will be announcing that really soon. And literally, within the next year or two, if you follow the system, it's called wealth step by step. I'll be exposing that to you because you need another stream of income. Working a job is one thing. Doing a business or side hustle is another thing. But you need something that's automated, that's going to have residual income, meaning you do the work one time and you get paid over and over again, similar to what would be an author or an actor. Hey, it happened to me the first time. I did a Burger King commercial back in Oh my God, here we go again. 1986. Jesus Christ. So that means 40 years ago, I did a commercial for Burger King. 40 years ago, I got my teeth, or I should say my jaw broken. 40 years ago, I got nationally rated. 50 years ago, April 19th, I started martial arts in a professional school at Tiger Kemp's. And we're going to have another tournament. We're going to end a celebration for my 50th anniversary in martial arts. I'm going to confirm the date tomorrow, and I will announce it. If it doesn't find out tomorrow, then the following day. But all I'm saying is that, guys, plan. Take action, take action. Don't make excuses. Contact me if you want to take things to a whole other level. If you're a referee initially, you want to become an official, then we're going to have to train you, because I'm not going to deal with the nonsense that I dealt with last time with idiots with good intentions, because they got good intentions, just did not know the difference. And that was my mistake. So again, we'll know what rings they are. This is for the sponsors. Every sponsor gets their own ring, and every freaking competitor, I should say, every central referee is going to have their microphone. And again, we're just raising standards. Same location at the Latino Pastoral Action Center, aka LPAC. And I have some confirmation from some incredible martial artists. The first tournament, there was people from 16 states, average age 65, oldest person 85, youngest person 35. That's not counting the 91-year-olds that didn't make it. There was 2 of them, and let's see what happens for the next time. However, those of you who are going to come to spectate, you have options. You're going to either spectate the eliminations, you're going to spectate the eliminations and the finals, or you're going to spectate the eliminations, the finals, and the after party. And again, the after party is going to be off the hook. It'll be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a celebration. So the place to be is the we need you, man. Unified Martial Arts Network. OG, older guys, older girls. Fountain of Youth, so we can stay young. Region 11, New York, New Jersey. Launch. Did I forget anything, anybody? Anything, hun? Oh, yeah. January 30th, January 31st, and February 1st, we will be at the mega weekend over there in Action Martial Arts in Atlantic City. We're going to have a table. So again, if you guys know, the Super Patches have had people who were sitting in wheelchairs walking again, as crazy as it sounds. And people try to make fun of me like I'm freaking crazy. Again, when people think you're crazy, you are in the right path. I'm telling you, you're in the right path. Mind your business. And what's your business? Once again, to make sure you take things to a whole other level. That's your job. To make the haters get pissed off because you get motivated by them. What would you attempt if you knew it was impossible to fail? I learned that quote from Tony Robbins, and I personally met Tony back in 1991. By 1992, we were staffing his firewalking seminars, and I forgot about that. Myself and Michael Flex Rodriguez and Steve The Rock Katz, we used to be part of staff to get you people into the proper state to walk on fire. Imagine that. That was 1992. We went and did firewalking on a Friday, and then skydiving on a Sunday, even though Saturday we were supposed to do it, but the wind changed in the middle of, we catch one up, and we found them a half a mile away over the electronic wires. So I forgot that I haven't even mentioned, I forgot that we firewalked and we skydived. 1992, I won Mr. Mastery in Hawaii. Then I came back and became a speaker. As a speaker, this is insane when I think about it. I spoke for EFC, Educational Funding Company, back in 1992, coming back from Hawaii after winning Mr. Mastery with Tony Robbins, Deepak Chopra, and rest in peace of Stephen Covey, and about 600 and something other people. I used to have everyone's phone number and the address. Imagine that, including some incredible stars and so on and so forth, and historical business men and women. I did a deal with So EFC, I spoke at the National Convention in 1992, standing ovation, improv speech. United Professionals shortly after that. Now, United Professionals, 15 minutes, they used to pay me $500. Imagine that, 15 minutes, 1993, 1994, $500 to speak 15 minutes. Then I did a deal with a company called ACN. Jeff Cohen was the the president of the company, and we did a handshake deal. And these guys literally paid me $5,000 to compete and find them clients, and then they would give me a percentage of their clients as long as they were clients every month. Then they sold to a company called Member Solutions. From there, Member Solutions took the deal that I had done previously with ACN, and I got them some more clients, and I finally spoke 30 minutes at the National Convention for Member Solutions, which means they paid me $10,000 to speak one time, and then they paid me for 15 years on a handshake deal. Man of honor. Steve Panado, man, and Jeff Cohen. But it all started with Education and Funding Company. And I remember that, rest in peace, June Reed, Grandmaster June Reed was there, and Ernie Reyes Jr., and Nick Coquinas, and all these guys on the front row. So yes, I became a top competitor. Yes, I became a top school owner, but I became also a public speaker. And for what it was worth, I ran on stage, jumped on stage, and did an aerial when I landed, only because Ned Muffley, my mentor, said to me, hey, that was a great interest I saw. These other people, my friends, the Reyes family, meaning Ernie Reyes Sr. and Ernie Reyes Jr., ran from two different sides of the stage, met each other in the middle, and gave each other a high five. And when Mr. Muffley, Commander Ned, said, hey, that's the greatest entrance I ever saw, I was like, what? I went upstairs and changed my suit from my DKY suit to my Rocksteady Crew suit. I changed to my sneakers. I ran, jumped up on stage, and I flipped. Thank God I didn't miss. Son, can you imagine if I would have flopped? Oh my God, because it was crazy. I didn't even do a little test mark. I just freaking ran and jumped and flipped, and we have that on video. Anything that I say has been documented. There was a time in my life where I had 200 competitors come to a tournament and 400 to 500 spectators. I did that at least 100 people. So I brought people tens of thousands of dollars, and I never asked them for a freaking red cent. That's the truth. Not counting the amount of people who I mentored for free. And I did that only because it's not my information, so I shared it, but they did not invest in their own education. So people used to say to me, or to others, oh yeah, every time you talk to me, man, I'm sharing information, you freaking idiots, for free, because you couldn't afford it. I gave myself a gift, $2,500, 1992. You know who it was? Dan Peña. Dan Peña. And he said, why are you hanging out with these morons? Meaning, you're judged by the company you keep. So sometimes you got to watch who you're hanging out. Because family and friends, as much as you love them, may not be the best people when it comes to every endeavor. And when you raise your standards, people they want you to hold back. Oh, don't change. Don't change what? Don't change my underwear? Don't change my freaking clothes? Most of the time, if you don't change, you stink. Change your standards. Raise your standards. You can do it. And if you fail, you learn. You fail, you learn. You don't lose, you learn. All the way to the top. You fail your way to the top. Keep swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging. All the way to the top. Do not let other people's shortcomings, I should say, limited thinking, become your reality. People are laughing at me right now. He's going to have a tournament in the Bronx. He's going to have a tournament, give away $3,500. He's going to have a tournament with a bunch of old people. Because I don't know I'm in the right track. When people laugh at you, if they get crazy, that's a sign that you're probably on the right track. Even something like that. Yeah, that's me. Maybe. Or maybe not. I don't make excuses. Just because I know how to type doesn't mean I can't make websites. And taking action as fast as possible. You know how many people just talk and don't do anything? Or they say they're going to do something and they drag their feet? It's nonsense to me. But you know what? It makes things so much easier because since they're lazy and they make excuses, it makes it easier for you to be successful. Excuse-itis is the #1 freaking illness in the world. But I'm too tall, but I'm too short, but I'm too this, but I'm too that. Man, that's wick, whack. Take action. Have the attitude that you was born to be a winner Another name for winner is champion. Another name for champion is legendary. And legendary is one of the greatest of all time. Become one of the greatest of all time, or whatever you do. Why not? It's possible. Hey, your children, your grandchildren, and your loved ones would appreciate it. So will family, not relatives. And let me explain that. Just because someone has the same last name does not mean that they are in your family. They're just relatives. You need a relationship that's cohesive, that's positive, not that is one-sided, in order for that person to be family. And sometimes they do not even have your last name. Master Ty, that's my brother. There's no question about it. Since 2016. Senpai Franklin Rodriguez, that's my family. No question about it. Since 1994. Yes, there's others that have been around at different stages in my life. No question, and I appreciate them. But at the same time, what Janet Jackson said, what have you done for me lately? Because what I'm doing for the martial arts community is giving them an opportunity. And what I am seeing others do is try to cut my throat. But it's not my throat. Like, what would happen if for some reason I got turned off, hun, and didn't throw the tournaments? What do you think would happen then? Those emails and texts and messages that I get, people all excited about how they feel young again and inspired again, would be the opposite. And that's what people are trying to do. They're trying to freaking take me out. No, it's not going to happen. Now, there's a possibility that I'm going to be able to take a player hater and compete against them myself on stage in my own tournament at the finals. Not for the tournament, but as a show. I wouldn't mind humiliating some of these freaking idiots that talk crap about me. They're like, I don't know. Might as well do it publicly. I wish I was able to compete in my own tournaments only because I like those rules. The sweepers in, baby, and the follow-up. But I also knew that as soon as I through the tournaments, I was going to get these people who are envious because there's a difference between, listen to this, jealousy is from a distance. They can't touch you. Envious, they're right next to you. They're on stage. Thinking, planning, looking, how the hell did you get these people here? Then you got the other ones that try to show, well, I supported you, I came, and I paid. Like, I study linguistics, guys, and I know what physiology actually tells you, because when communications is only 10% verbal, the rest of it is the tone of your voice, physiology, and also the vibe, and so on and so forth. So when it comes down to it, you idiots think I'm stupid. I'm not. But I don't really care what you guys think, unless you're thinking that you want to do better. If you want to do better, I'm the biggest cheerleader. Yeah, I love martial arts. I love dancing. That's why when you go to the jams, you know, people invite me and I go. If I can make it. If I can't make it, I told them, listen, I want to go, but I can't make it. Why? I am not full of crap. So those people who you know have been talking crap about me, watch them when they're near me, kissing my Puerto Rican ass. That's what the hell they do. I announced that one time. And what did I announce? Peace and bless you. I literally fought in a tournament, 2014. I hadn't sparred in years. I was up for 3 days. And I ended up winning my division. And I was exhausted. I didn't even know what was happening. In the meantime, I won, and I realized that these people who used to be, in a lack of a better description, on my jock, they were my jock when I was younger, right? Were cheering for the other so-called team and people. So I won, of course, because I'm a winner. Yeah, I'm a winner. Why? In the spirit of my freaking grandmother and my mother and all the women that care about me. And after I won, I said, for those of you listen what I said. For those of you who applauded for me, thank you. And the rest of you, you can kiss my Puerto Rican ass. And I went like this with my hand, like I slapped them all in the face. Because that's the way I felt. Freaking prejudiced motherfuckers. In New York, I had to deal with that nonsense. Yeah, I cursed, I apologized, but you know what? That's the way I'm feeling it. And I'm feeling about it right now. Like, man, why, you know, But not to distract me, not to mess up my day, but just to remind myself it's war, war. What is the good for? Absolutely nothing. But if you want to battle, can't mess with me. I'm going to take you out, because I'm not going to battle unless it's with a good intentions. And my intention is to help all of the OGs get recognized. I know I'm not supposed to make no song for nobody. I'm not supposed to interview nobody. They never did that damn stuff to me. I'm not supposed to make posters for them. I'm not supposed to make them look good, appreciate. But you know what? That's the right thing to damn do. The right thing to do is to take care of those people who believe in you enough to take the time, money, and effort to show up. For them, yes, and for you and for everybody else. It's not about me. It's us. Us one. We are all important. At least that's what I believe. So, February 28th, looking forward to seeing you guys, maybe sooner, at Atlantic City. And thank you for coming to my birthday. I had so much fun. 60 plus people that came from every borough, and also 4 separate people from New Jersey. In addition to that, I actually got people from Long Island, Staten Island, I'm saying every borough, Long Island, New Rochelle, Mount Vernon, and I'm not even sure, a little further up, I think somewhere in White Plains. So how blessed am I? How blessed am I? Looking forward to seeing that too, Mr. Rivera. That'll be cool. I will be there for the 3 days. Now, I will announce tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the following day, when I can confirm a date, my 50th anniversary, April 19th. I may have an event April 18th. It won't be an OG event, but it definitely will be a historical event. If you're going to do something, do it right. But you need a team in order to do that. I will be sending, if you guys know potential sponsors, please reach out to me, because I will be giving them $4,000 worth of media packages for a $1,000 investment. So that'll pay them many times over. Same thing for the main sponsor, $3,500 of what will be a prize money. They get a chance to have their name branded on the tournament, the finals, the stage, the main banner, the marquee, etc., etc., etc. So martial arts is not an expensive sport, but we do touch a lot of people's lives. And you guys know people I just don't know. I want to cut deals that make sense. And with that, I say thank you for watching. God bless you. Best wishes. I'm looking forward to meeting Ryan. No question about it. AB.
See ya.
At the tippity. And you don't stop. I won't.